Hello friends, welcome back. So if you're looking to create 3D flyers like these ones that I've created for clients over the years, then you probably know that it is very essential to have a basic 3D modeling skill in any 3D software of your choice. Personally, I have been using Cinema 4D for the past years. However, today I want to show you an easy way to create a 3D flyer using Adobe Firefly and Photoshop. You will follow 3 key steps to design this flyer. Additionally, I've added a timestamp below this video so you can jump to any section of the video that you like. Okay, let's jump into step 1. Okay, to generate our 3D, we will need 2 things. First, a reference image that the AI can look at it and then generate a 3D. And the second one is a prompt, a text prompt that we're going to write for the AI to understand exactly what we want it to do for us. Alright, let's jump in and start creating. I'm going to be using Photoshop. You are free to use any tool of your choice. Feel free to use any size, but just make sure that the resolution is of standard so you can get a good quality image. Right, here we are. So I grabbed my text tool and type Feliz Natal. Scale it enough and change the font to Avenir Next Round. Link in the description. I'll then go ahead and change the text into a shape layer, which will allow me to distort the shape in any form I like. Next, I'm going to separate and keep each letter of the word on a separate layer to make it easy to quickly change colors and arrange them in any form I like. Alright, nice. So now I have separated everything and kept each letter on a separate layer, grouped them nicely and renamed them as well. Alright, it's time to separate each letter with a different color. This to ensure that the AI doesn't make mistake by merging areas like this. Feel free to adjust the 2D reference in any form or any way you want them to. Save it as a JPEG file, and now let's move on to step 2. Now that we have our reference image, it is time for us to generate a text prompt. First, I'll come to ChatGPT, which is optional. I just don't want to go through try and error before getting. So I'm asking ChatGPT to give me a realistic balloon 3D in the form of the letter B, just to test the prompt. Alright, so I'm going to copy this and paste it in Adobe Firefly. A link to Adobe Firefly is in the description. And edit areas like this. Make sure the model is on Firefly Image 3. Any ratio, effects, hyper realistic, and there you go. A realistic balloon 3D in your form of B. This looks good to me, but you are free to do more try and error. But for me, this is okay. That means our prompt is working, and therefore I can proceed to now add the reference image. Alright, keep all settings as before, but under composition, reference image, full strength. Paste your prompt, but this time let's change the letter B to our reference image and any other placeholders. Look at that. Look, this is looking good. I like it. You can always try more. I think it's still giving the same thing, but they are all looking good. I like them. Download those you like and let's proceed to the next step. Alright, now I have all my items needed to design my flyer ready. I have my background image here, the 3Ds which I manually removed the background using Photoshop, and the Santa. Alright, let's start with the design. So I'm going with 12 by 15 inches, a resolution of 300, and hit OK. First, let's drop our background image, scale it to fit, and hit OK. Go to Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur, and adjust to your liking. Now let's drop in our 3D, select it, add hue and saturation layer on top of it, clip it to the 3D, select colorize, increase the saturation to bring up the color, adjust the hue to set the color you like. Perfect, let's drop in our Santa. Scale him and adjust it to the bottom like this. Now create a new empty layer and name it as red light. Select the brush tool, change the foreground color to red, and scale your brush size. Change it to a soft round brush. Make sure you're on the red light layer and click to create this soft brush. Change the blend mode to screen and you get this nice soft light. But I'll position it at the bottom like this just to make it look like some light is coming out from that place. I'll quickly do the same thing but with a white color and adjust it to this side like this. Let me keep it on screen and adjust it very well. As you can see, the edges of this light look very sharp. So what I'll do is I'll add a mask to the layer and then select a soft round brush. Make sure the foreground is on black and then paint around those sharp edges to create these soft, nice edges. Create a solid layer above all the layers. Set it to a deep green like this. Select the marks and Ctrl or Command I to invert the marks. Select a soft brush. Make sure that the foreground is white and paint the bottom like this. I think I have to readjust the color to something deep like this. And lastly, let's just add in our logo and we are almost done. And now to the last part. Put all the layers into one group. Rename it maybe Flyer 1. Duplicate it, select the duplicate layer and press Ctrl E to combine everything into a rasterized layer. Press Ctrl A to make a selection and then Ctrl C to copy the selection and Ctrl V to paste it. You will want to convert the paste layer into a smart object and delete the old layer. Now select the smart object and press Ctrl Shift A or Command Shift A to bring out a camera raw view. Now make some few basic adjustments. Before, after, you can always make more adjustments, and when you are done, just hit OK. And our flyer is ready. So let me change the center to create another flyer. So I'll duplicate the group layer and the same procedure. I'll just change the center differently. And there you have it, flyer 1, flyer 2, flyer 1, flyer 2. You can also change the 3D to maybe color like red. And there you go. You can also change the bottom gradient like maybe something black. And there you have it. Our 3D flyer is ready. I hope you enjoyed creating it with me and you can now go out and create your own 3D flyers. Don't forget to like and subscribe and I'll see you in the next one.